a good mate of mine. And I remember back to the first time I met him. And it sort of got me thinking. You know, I've met a lot of people in the years that I've been in the transport industry. You know, I remember, you know, well, I think about how people have not so much changed, but how my perception of people has changed. You know, just as I saw old mate there, I remember back to the time I first met him, I thought he was just an arrogant prick, you know, just didn't say much, always had this look on his face of just like, not you're a piece of shit look, but you know, didn't really have much time, you know, just didn't seem to look like he had much time for me. Now, you know, like, it couldn't be further from the truth. And that got me thinking, you know. I remember, again, another time, a good friend of mine, the first time I met him, he was an owner driver at the time, and I was just an up-and-coming loader. And I remember the first time, I remember, you know, hearing stories about him. You know, he was a grumpy guy. He was, you know, the guy who didn't want to load. You know, it's like, you know, he's very particular. Anyway, this particular day came, and he had come in for I think it was a half load for Wellington or something. And I hadn't been loading long. I hadn't been on the hoist long, and he always opened both sides of his curtains up. Because over here, obviously, well, in New Zealand, we've got what we call long forks. So they're basically, you can load basically on one side of the unit. They're essentially 2.4 metres long from the heel forward to the tip. So, you know, give or take 100 mil, depending on how old they are. But anyway, he'd always open up both sides of his curtain so that he could, you know, keep an eye on, you know, things, and he didn't like stuff touching the curtain. And God, he was a pain in the ass. No, pull it back. No, you've gone too far. No, you've gone too far. No, push it back, pull it back. This, push it over this. Oh man, I just remember thinking, what an arsehole, you know, just like, what a prick. I hope I don't ever freaking have to deal with him again. Well, you know, I did actually. I dealt with him quite a lot, you know, over the coming years, and as the years have gone by, obviously our respect for each other. We were never nasty to each other. Don't get me wrong, like you know, we would never physically abuse each other. You know, we'd never yell at each other. But there was just like this, I don't know, thing going on, and I'll never forget the day I ended up loading him again further down the track. I've been on the hoist a bit longer. I loaded a fair bit more. Basically gained some more experience, and I remember. Came in, same situation again, another half load top up, and did the same thing, opened his curtains up, all the rest of it, and just carried on loading. But this time I was obviously a bit more up on the plate, and he came over after we'd finished, and he shook my hand. He says, "You've come a long way, mate, you know, and you're a lot better, you know, essentially you're a lot better than what, you know, from the past." And I was like, holy crap, you know, it was like someone taking a bit of polish and rubbed off the rust, and there was a piece of shiny, you know, metal underneath. It was just a glimpse of something there, and I was like, cool, man, you know. So I left it, and like I said before, over the years we'd you know, caught up more and more, and eventually. I left the thing, went upstairs. We sort of never saw each other for ages and ages. Anyway, he came back to the business as an OD for our branch. He basically come off loading, and so he was around the branch a lot more. And anyway, he ended up buying another truck, and he hit me up to basically to do some work on it. So I was a little bit dubious about it, you know. I was like, oh God, you know, I know he's a bit of a hard guy to be around, and I'm not too sure how to take him, you know. I could work with him on that sort of thing, but I wasn't too sure as far as, you know, hanging out after hours with him. Anyway, it turned out to be really, really cool. Like, we got chatting and had to talk about things, had to talk about his life and my life, and we connected on a different level. And from that day on, we've been really good mates. Like we can talk, we can talk for hours literally, which is a bit of a pain in the ass some days. But you know, like my perception of the man when I first met him to now is immensely different. I've got so much respect for him, and that's basically where I came up with this video. I thought, well, you know, how many times do we in life go through and we have this perception of someone when we first meet them to be an absolute off the Richter douchebag, whatever you want to call it, you know, and only to find out that they're actually just a decent human being underneath, and that they're completely fine. Like there's nothing wrong with them. It was just basically, you know, we judged that book by its cover. And like I said, when I saw the old mate back there, I just remember that first day that I met him. I was like, God. And same thing with him. You know, we can talk for hours. I've got a lot of time for him. Again, the perception is completely wrong of that first meeting. So yeah, that's just something I thought I'd, you know, share with you guys and give you guys a bit of food for thought. As far as, you know, your perception when you come across someone, you know, you just never know what people are further down the track. You know what, you know, how further interactions can change that perception. You know, so I mean, hey, there are times when you judge that book by its cover and it is bang on. It is, you couldn't be freaking righter. But a lot of the times, you know, you give these people a bit of time, you look into their lives and you see what makes them tick, and you can appreciate it. You can appreciate them. You can see where they're coming from. You can see the way they, you know, why the way that they are. So, but yeah. So, apart from that, we're all good out here, trucking along. It's Thursday night. Weather's clear. Roads are open. We're all good to go. So. Anyway, I'll let you guys go with that one. I've got a couple of videos in the making at the moment. Just going to get some time to do some editing. In the meantime, we'll upload this one, get this out there. And yeah, we'll keep banging out some content for you guys as interesting as I possibly can. You know, it's a bit hard when you're doing the same run every day, you're traveling the same roads, trying to keep things interesting. Work on the car is going to be a little bit slow for a little while, just while we sort a few things out. But, you know, I'll try to keep pumping out videos for you guys, and, you know, I appreciate all the new subscribers too. That's awesome. You know, I never thought I'd have as many as I did. It wasn't really something I'd, you know, sort of considered really, you know, getting, you know, pumping the whole subscribe button, you know, like, share and subscribe, all that sort of thing. But hey,